Y'all, as a relationship therapist, this episode damn near gave me an aneurysm. Like, I don't have words. Before we get into it, a lot of people were telling me that my opinion was going to change after watching this episode about Brinity specifically. But what if I told you that my opinion did not change? It didn't change. Before you guys come for me in the comments calling me delusional, just walk with me. Walk with me. Am I saying they're going to be endgame and run off into the sunsets and they're going to be the next Nick Landry? I'm not saying that. I don't know that. It is way too early in the show. So no, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I think people are being a little bit dramatic. A little bit traumatic because people were saying like, oh my God, it's the end of Brinity. We're done. Love Island's over. Trust me, I get it. I get it. But no. No. Okay, let's start with them since I'm already talking about them. Even though there's a whole other clusterfuck of shit that happened this episode that like genuinely made me lose brain cells. Starting with Brinity, let's start with the fact that Zach is an op. Zach is an op. He was on my client list in the very first 2 episodes, and then he started to go down in the tier system. Now I want him I need him out expeditiously. Because why are you in your homeboy's ear telling him things that you don't know shit about? Like, honestly, Zach and Anaya, worst people at giving advice. Please don't ever take my job, please. Just for context, I have been watching the Love Island franchise for years. As in, think like season 1 and 2 of Love Island UK. Like, I have been in this for years. And the thing with this show is that couples get riled up. Couples get into situations that make you think that it's over when it's far from over. That is kind of the point of the show. It's actually very rare that it's smooth sailing for a finalist couple the entire time in the show. Honestly, rarely happens, if ever, I think. People are forgetting several factors. Casa has yet to happen, riles up couples. New bombshells coming in very early on in the experience, it will rile up couples, especially if the couples have not been established for a long period of time. Third thing that people are missing: producers. We often forget about producers because they're like ghosts. Like, maybe we know they're real, but we don't really see them. So because we don't see them, we don't acknowledge them. Like, it's like an out of sight, out of mind experience. The cameras, the producers, we just forget that that's a thing. Producers have a large influence on what happens in the villa. Leah from season 6, our queen, has talked about this. Honestly, profusely. She was really not a fan of the producers. Whenever producers are trying to curate drama, they will get in the contestant's ear, like kind of like the little devil and an angel on your shoulder. Kind of like Zach. They will get into your ear in order to cultivate false drama, just to get viewership up, just to get people having conversations like this online, just to get people angry, just so that there's more drama, because more drama means more views, means more traction, means more money. Because the last thing they want is for people to say, oh, season 8 was kind of boring. And honestly, we are kind of to blame for that. We call dramatic people good TV. We call dramatic couples good TV. So what do? They cultivate drama. So I'm not saying that the producers are 100% to blame or that they're in this fully, but it kind of makes sense. Because how do you go from running into each other's arms, being so secure and stable, to suddenly thinking with no evidence whatsoever that this girl who's been into you doesn't like you? Again, I will hold Bryce accountable. Let's just wait for that. But my point is, people are forgetting about the Serena and Cordell's. People are forgetting about the iconic couples that have been through the ringer, have gone through tests, have acted like they didn't like each other, or tested their relationship, and they came out stronger than ever. It happens every single year. So all I'm saying is, just because this happened, it doesn't mean it's over. Not to mention, another thing that I found a little bit dramatic is what happened was not nearly as dramatic as the tests other strong couples in previous seasons have gone through, aka Cordell and Serena and many others. So I was waiting for, the chaos to happen. I'm like, okay. Oh, that's it? Yeah, Bryce, you're doing some stupid shit, but that's it. Is he dumb for going after his best friend's girl? Yes. Not because it's his best friend, because honestly, Zach is an op, but because Kata would never. I mean, she made it very clear previously. And honestly, I don't think it's enough to destroy a couple. I mean, we are looking at Mel and Sincere light each other on fire every single episode, and then they're making out the next minute. We saw Serena pop off, cuss out Cordell in 4K, the most iconic moment, honestly, in Love Island history. And now they're damn near about to get married. So, and also what Cordell did was just infinitely worse. So, I'm not sold on that. Again, this is not me speculating that it's all going to work out and everything's going to be fine, but I also don't think that we have enough evidence to freak out to this extent. And people that have been watching the show for years, you get it. You get what I'm saying. But truly, outside of that, I don't know what Zach's problem is. I don't know if he's secretly like in love with Bryce. I don't know if he's jealous of Bryce's stable connection. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he decided to go out of his way to shit on Trinity to the extent that he did. Talking about, yeah, like when it's me, you, and Kata, it's just so much more fun than when it's you, me, Kata, and Trinity. Why? I counted 3 incidences, not 1, not 2, but 3 incidences when Trinity was in Zach's mouth and he was just completely shitting on her. Why? Are you secretly in love with Trinity? Are you trying to like, I'm confused. And no, I'm never shipping that. I'm sorry to all of the Zenity, whatever y'all call it. I'm sorry for that stan group. No. Zach needs to go home. And I know he's not going to because Kata is too locked in, but he is an op for me. He's nowhere close to my client list. I actually like Mel more than I like Zach. I actually like Gabe more than I like Zach, which is crazy to think about. I don't like Gabe at all. But Zach is a snake. Zach is manipulating right now, and I don't know where it's coming from or why. I think Bryce needs to get his head out of his ass. Respectfully, I think he needs to stop letting people influence his decisions, whether it's producers, whether it's his boy, whoever it may be. He needs to just trust the fact that this beautiful woman likes him. But what Bryce is doing is a clear coping mechanism in order to protect himself from some sort of perceived rejection or abandonment. He seems very anxious to me. He doesn't give off avoidant, but he seems very anxious. Like he needs that reassurance. He needs that validation. But he is so in his head, I think, because one, Trinity is above his league to him, well above his league. She is his type to a T. And on top of that, he somehow believes or he knows that he is not her type on paper. So because of that insecurity, now he's sabotaging the relationship. And it does not help that his best friend is in his ear every 5 minutes, validating his very fear. If I was Bryce, this is what I would have done. Hey, Trinity, is it okay if we talk for a sec? So I've really been in my head lately, and maybe this is a me problem, but I felt like it was fair to communicate this openly with you. But I just have this weird feeling that I like you a little bit more than you like me, and that's really putting me in a bad headspace. I know that I'm not your type physically, but you are my type, right? And I don't know why I can't shake the feeling that we might not be on the same page. Like I said, this could very well be a me problem, but I just need a little bit more reassurance. And if there's anything I can do to reassure you, please let me know. I know you mentioned that you wanted more physical touch, and I will work on that, I promise. And if there's any bombshells that are coming in, I know we haven't talked about being closed off. If I want to explore it with them, I will make sure to come to you first, and I want to make sure that you feel like you're my priority. Also, Zach kept telling me that you weren't on the same page as me, and I just want to make sure if that's true. Yeah, throw Zach under the bus. He should have been doing that. Anyways, that's all I have for this part. There will be other parts. Trust me, there's too much to unpack for this episode.